Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Caicedo produces the perfect tackle there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Doué. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pele is offering a right smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Courtois claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Doué. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Brahim Diaz. Doué. Caicedo cannot be beaten that easily. No, he refuses to take the bait. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Could be danger here! And he's intervened well there. Cafu. Saliba. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Doué. Now it's Pele. Doué. Caicedo is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by. Pele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That looks a good ball through. And he's searching for shooting chance! Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, super ball! That is a brilliant interception. Yamal. It's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. Cafu. Rui Costa. Doué. Now it's Hullet. Cafu. It's Rui Costa. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's been slipped through. Real chance. Tries a shot! He scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And here's Doué. Maicon defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Doué. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cafu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's worked it through. He is through here! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos. Played in deep. Shevchenko! And he has kept it out somehow.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Diaz. Great vision. Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Doué. Baresi makes the interception. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. And Doué. Now it's Pelé. Now he's got space here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal. Cafu. Cafu. Cross needs to be good. Great ball and he's in here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries to dink it through. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Celtic still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Yamal. Rui Costa. Climbs up big! It's hit the crossbar! Maicon conjures time and space where few can. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Doué goes on a run down the left wing. Can he get onto this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he's lost his man here. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Doué. Pele. Looking for options for movement. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile. And the finish! Celtic have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Pele. Oh, good spread. Cafu charging forward down that flank. It's run loose here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saliba. That's Vieira. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Vieira. Saliba. Passing nice and neat. And it's Vieira. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Punched away. And he skips past his man. He's on it, can he get away? And here's Rui Costa. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yamal. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Shevchenko. That has not gone well. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Hullet.
Celtic really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Bout of passing here, really. Can he finish? It's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Doué. 2 minutes to be added on. Spread it left. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22 será sustituido por el dorsal 9. Cambio de jugadores.
And that could well leave a mark. And this is Pele! And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. so strong, so quick. I'm expecting him to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but
Can he finish? He's scored!
well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's forced to go back. And it's been given away. And that has left him in a heap. Cafu. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rui Costa. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri has it out wide and in space. And the finish! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Celtic leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Saliba. Vieira. Cafu. Cafu has been caught there, it's a foul. Celtic are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Distributed tidily. Saka, he has found the way through. Otto. That's very neat. He's in plenty of space here. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Up Jisung. Well read, nice interception. That has not gone well. That's an imaginative pass. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Torres. Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rodri is offering a right smile there.
And here's Saka. And he's there to clear it. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Rui Costa. Vieira. And it's Vieira. Played back into the centre. And it's Doué. Knocks it out wide. Oh, super ball! Rodri. Fernando Torres.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Ambitious ball here. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. He's on it, can he get away? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Chance! Oh, in for the pieces! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now, can they get it back? Played out to the left flank. This looks promising. He's had a shot! And it's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
3 minutes at a time.
Bellingham. It's a searching pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played out to the right. Now it's Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Played into the middle. Davids. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Here's the start of the second half.
Celtic really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vieira. Yamal receives it in a good position here. It's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run. And the shot! They've done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's managed to get rid. Cafu. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Saliba. And it's Hullet. To Rui Costa. And it's Bellingham.
Celtic have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Saka, and he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Cafu. Celtic perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Pele. Now it's Yamal. Bellingham. Yamal. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rui Costa. Celtic looking to pass their way through. Tries to play it through. Van Bouten. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Hullet. Now that looks a decent ball. Rui Costa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's picked it up out wide. Passes short and sharp. And this is Pele! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Could be danger here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Quality ball. Pele is herring after that one. And here's Torres. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Thrown-in pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. Yamal. Now it's Pele. Hullet. Looking to play and shapes to shoot!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Celtic! And the comeback is complete! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
That's a cute ball. And he was quick to react. Vieira. Rui Costa. Celtic finding their passes. Calafiori. It's Park Ji-sung. He's a sharp little ball here. He's tried one! Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well, that is one way to stop him. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it.
There will be one.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Rui Costa is the distributor. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Vieira, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Doué, shot a goal! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Great ball, and he's in here!
Celtic would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Rui Costa wins the duel this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Rui Costa. That's a decent clearance. It's Rui Costa. And the counter is on. And he's surging through. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! Superb from Pelé! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it's Wolfsburg who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Wolfsburg have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Doué gets flagged offside. Out to the right. Bellingham. Pelé. It's Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cafu goes back to front. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Hullet. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Pelé. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chooses... And the shot! Oh, great save by Dida! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. And here's Hullet. And a chance! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Aims beyond the defence, and he shoots! Goal! Wolfsburg! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case.
Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Celtic have their second corner now. Hullet plays it short, and here's Hullet. Celtic are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, it's come loose. Now there's a fine ball. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. He's got a goal! They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Pele at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Doué. Messi. Now it's Bellingham. Wolfsburg are looking to break at pace. Pele. Out of play for a goal kick. And we hit half-time. Celtic are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And we are already promptly back underway.
Celtic are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Neymar. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Messi. That is good alertness. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Saliba. Doué. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Wolfsburg appear to be happy to let their front players stay. Big chance! He's scored! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Wolfsburg get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pele. And it's Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Distributed tidily. Yamal gets into a good position. Cafu, can he get on the end of this? Yamal picks it up out wide. Turns and goes back, and he's in on goal. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Turan. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a good ball through. And there's the shot! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Substitution for Celtic, number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Wolfsburg looking to pass their way through. Celtic are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, super ball! Ibrahim shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
As if 3 weren't enough. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Celtic, number 22.
There's going to be another change here. Wolfsburg are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Celtic will have one further opportunity to...
And he's had a hit! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish of true class!
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Now it's Pele. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Now Rooney. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Into the last 5 minutes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Hullet. Thuram. He won't be happy with that one. Cafu. And it's Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on.
Oh, good ball!
Time added on 4 minutes. Vieira. Now Mbappe. Vieira. Now Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here. Chance here to counter. And time is up. Celtic cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And this is Maradona. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Batistuta! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Celtic are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Yamal wins the duel this time. Koundé makes the interception. And here's Marmoush. Scholes. It's Scholes! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Defending of the desperate variety. Pings in across, and a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Doué. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Gullit goes short. And that's definitely not his best. Celtic have their second corner now. Gullit with the short one. And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's in a great position here, and this is Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Celtic really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Vieira. And he's cut it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Searching pass he's played there. Good ball over the top. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pele. Pele, and this is Pele. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Celtic with this to level it up. Formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, important interception. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. Now it's Pele. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Pele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Doué. Pele thinks about the shot. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's picked his way through. Now here's the delivery. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Nicely weighted ball. Good read, needed to be. Doué. Now it's Pele. Celtic finding their passes. Pass somewhat off target. Yamal. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's run loose here. Gives it back. Marmouche. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Hazard. And it's Maradona. Applies the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. They've won a corner. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Oh, that was vital. And he's there to clear it. That's really well cleared. Doué. Bullet dominates aerially so often. Kukçu. Now it's Doué. Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Now it's Pele. Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That has been cut short. Yeah. Doué. Looking for options for movement.
Such good technique.
He is through here. Doué. Pull it. Oh, there's a probing ball. So what can they make of this? Hazard does well to get it back. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Scholes. Played in. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, they could be caught out here. Vieira. And it's Doué. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
60 minutes played. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. It's Hullet. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Good ball, good take. He's chosen to go back. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. Koundé with a fine tackle. And he's heaved it away. Roberto Carlos, the man we've all come to watch. And smartly reclaimed. Marmouche. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And they've got their lead back. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Tigres go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu drives forward on the overlap. Vardiol getting this one clear. Scholes. Cafu looking to play him in. Oh, well measured. Gets into some space. Marmouche chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Kukçu. There's the crossfield ball. Back into the middle. He's being urged to shoot. And he's managed to get... Can he finish? That's another chance. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Maradona. Tries to play it through. He can run onto that. And he was alert to it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tigres clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Great chance! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Azar. And that has left him in a heap. Vieira. And this is Pele.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Came through for him. Now it's Batistuta. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Knocks it into space. Celtic looking to pass their way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. But that has not gone well. And that is that. Celtic perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And this is Nedved. Opts to play it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a sharp pass.
He's in space and looking for options.
And across it goes. Over to the left. They get a throw in. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Hullet. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. Now it's Van Basten. Played out towards the right wing, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
In comes the corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Nedved.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And here's Cruyff. That's a good ball. Played out wide. Cafu. That's an excellent interception. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Hullet. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Yaya Toure. Iniesta. Cafu. Ambitious ball here. Nedved is in a really good position out wide. Cafu. And it's Vieira. Doué. Cafu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's on it. Can he get away? And they're back on the ball again. Yaya Toure. Iniesta. And he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Yamal. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hullet goes short. Cafu. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And it's Iniesta. He can run onto that. Oh, that's superb. He's had a shot! So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now it's Pele. And he cuts out the supply. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Van Basten. Can he get it through? Gently done. Doué. Now that's well seen too. Yaya Toure. Nedved. Cafu.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Doué gets a foot in here. And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So off we go once more.
Celtic have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Doué's cross. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw. A header! Kubasi gets it away. Van Basten. Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. He's got away. Nedved gets through on his own. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nedved receives it in a wide position, climbs up big! Cruyff finds himself offside. Now it's Van Basten. Iniesta. That's a good ball out wide. Ball swung in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Just eases him off the ball. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So we've reached the hour mark. And it's Vieira. That has been cut short.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball, and he's in here. Delivered across.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Cafu. Nedved. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Swung over. No, he's not getting past him there. Out towards the flank. Back into the middle. Picked out brilliantly. Van Basten. And here's Nedved. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Hullet. He's chosen to go back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Celtic are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Hullet. Vieira. Celtic finding their passes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
And this is Pele! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Doué. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Iniesta. He's in a great position here. That's a delicate pass. And it's Nedved. Hullet. Iniesta has it in a wide position.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Doué. Now it's Pele. Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. Now there's a decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
They've played it short. And here's Hullet. And that's going up front in a hurry.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's found a way past. Well, played right into his path. And this is Pele. Chance for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Finally, finally, finally! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Celtic. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Ibrahimovic voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Celtic Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Marquinhos with the clearance. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that has left him in a heap.
Vieira really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's Royce! Smoothness itself!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Oh, shooting chance! And he can clear it away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Raúl. Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. He can get that clear. Doué. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Probing pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Royce. Now it's Raúl. Now it's Royce. It's played through for him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Celtic are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Doué. And it's Doué. And that is as far as they're going to go. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That has not gone well. Yamal. Now Ibrahimovic. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Puskás. Pull it. Ibrahimovic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Vieira. Doué. Pull-it gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Raúl running with the ball, and they can counter here. Now it's Puskás. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Doué. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Yamal. Vieira. Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the counter is on.
And it's Ibrahimovic, played out wide. That's an imaginative pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Royce.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Puskas. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Señoras y señores, visiten nuestra tienda oficial donde encontrarán souvenirs del partido de hoy.
So off we go once more.
Celtic can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Royce. Yamal. Bullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been played through. He's picked his way through. Kochu's cross.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Saliba. Cafu. Now Saliba. Bullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Tigres have their second corner now. Royce plays it short. Now there's a fine ball. Played with speed from back to front. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Raul is offering a wry smile there.
Tigres have their third corner. Rijkaard! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pele can see things others simply cannot. He's in a good position here. That's a sharp pass.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
He whips it across.
Cambio en Tigres. Número 14.
Tigres get their
Número
fourth
21.
corner.
Número
Gets
7.
into some space.
Entra
Foot in.
número 18. Número 17.
Celtic
Número 10.
have the chance to
Se
go
va
the
a
other way.
realizar un cambio.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a good ball out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Serginho. He has found a way through. Celtic perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. Casillas claims comfortably. "75 minutes played. Kirkchu, out to the left it goes. Serginho, he's got full. It's a loose ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That was somewhat off target. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Doué! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Kirkchu. Well timed, excellent interception. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Celtic really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's made its way to him. Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cambio en Tigres. Número 8.
They're up to 5 corners
Número
now.
22.
And it's been taken short.
Número 5.
Quick
Número
look, then
20.
plays it in.
Cambio.
And that has been cleared. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can
Se van a
spring out of
jugar 2
defence.
minutos de compensación.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. They really do have to make something of this. Well seen, saw that coming. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just
Bullish header! He's done very well to get to that.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. He's tried one! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. That'll be a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's a decent clearance. It's a throw-in. And it's Stoichkov. No way through, so back it comes. Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Ah, that's a fine interception. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, that's been intercepted. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Quarter of an hour played. He's had it taken off him. Frimpong. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gives it back. And it's Vieira. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the counter is on. Stood up well to him there. Yamal. Ibrahimovic. Yamal. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. And it's Vieira. Now Saliba. This looks promising. And that's an errant pass.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Looking for the run. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. Nuno Mendes. That's a nicely shaped ball. And they've got a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. Defending of the desperate variety. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That has been knocked clear. Bullet. It's a quick ball upfield. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The less said about that pass, the better. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Pull it. That pass isn't the best. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Nuno Mendes. Mendes proves just a little bit too strong. That has ended up in no man's land. Vieira. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Rodri. Now it's Stoichkov. And it's Doué. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
We are glad to inform
So
you
we
that
are still
today's
where we
matchday
were at the
programs are
beginning.
available from
It is
stands
0-0
located
at
by
the break.
gates. I'm sure they will make
Here we go
fun
again.
souvenirs.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. Mbappe. Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. No, he's not getting past him there. Celtic needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Cafu. Hullet. And that was nowhere near his best.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's been slipped through. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. They've won a corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Celtic are looking to go forward now. That's an imaginative pass. There's no flag. Ibrahimovic! Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pele! Well, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Tries to pass it through. Vieira. Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Over to the left. Nuno Mendes with the cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's having a shot! And he hits the net!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
The goal scorer after 65 minutes is Musa Sow. Musa Sow. Musa Sow.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Pele. Rodri. Now they can break here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he's been shifted off it. Yamal. Pele.
Oh, super ball!
Celtic are looking to break at pace. Now, can they get him away? That's very neat. And it's Vieira. Pele picks it up out wide. He's had a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Celtic really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substitution on the field. Mbappe.
So, time for changes
Coming
on
the field
both sides,
is
actually.
Neymar. Substitution.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Lantern Warriors surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He is through here.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Vieira. Pull it. That's a sharp pass. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving...
Gets his head on it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, aimed beyond the defence.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Gattuso. Now Saliba.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Not the most accurate pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
Score a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
That was nowhere near his best. Oh, that's fabulous. Collar, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe, it's a pretty loose pass. Pull it. Oh, good spread. Pelé. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Vieira. He's on it, can he get away? Brahim Diaz, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Saliba gets a foot in here. And the pass is intercepted. Pelé. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into space. Brahim Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Nice interception, well timed. Vieira gets it clear. Doué.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
That is a brilliant interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Saliba calmly anticipates. He is through here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. Now it's Doué. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. Cafu cuts it out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a good run down the left.
Celtic have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Paris Saint-Germain are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the...
Could be danger here! And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu. He's tried one! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Looking for a runner. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, Red, nice interception. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Here comes the corner. That's an excellent interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's quick to get it clear again. Throw it. Gullit. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's got away. That's tidy. Brahim Diaz looking to be a menace in the final third. Saliba, Cafu. Celtic looking to pass their way through. He's in a great position here. He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Gullit. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Doué. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. João Cancelo. Bellingham. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
Celtic clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cafu. He has found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Passes short and sharp. That's a decent clearance. And it's Vieira. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Mbappe is onto this. Vieira. Pele. Yamal. Cafu. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard. Now it's Olise. Brahim Diaz could try cutting inside here. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Doué. Pele. Kola.
Kola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And Doué. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury.
It's Pele! Really well taken goal. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Celtic have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Raul. Yamal.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain a
chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Celtic making another change here. Celtic are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now it's Pele. Yamal has it in a wide position. Yamal! And that would have won it.
Lamine Yamal has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Celtic have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And here's Hullet. Shot could be on. It's Pele! Off the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a throw. Celtic still ahead by the game's only goal. That has not gone well. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's another chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Mbappe, it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mbappe!
Celtic really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Celtic close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Might want to be careful there.
Caught offside that time. Mbappe. And the number on the board is 3. Schneider takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola. Someone who...
And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played back in. Cruzeiro looking to pass their way through.
Real chance!
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's had it taken off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Pele! Yamal. And it's Hullet. And he welcomes it, shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, that was vital. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. A probing pass. That is good alertness. Raul. Kimmich. Yes.
There's the header! It's in!
Cruzeiro are back on level terms. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great position here.
It's a mighty effort!
They've got to be quick to recover this. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yeah, plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Van Basten. He's a sharp little ball here. Played back in. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hullet. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name. Cafu. Now it's Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vieira. Kelly! Raul. Oh, delightful ball. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Vieira. And Doué. And it's Gullit. Knocks it into space. Guardiola. And it's Kimmich. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's Van Basten. Rijkaard. Lovely feet. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Guardiola. Now here's the climbs up big. Oh, the clearance is short.
Has been indicated.
Doué. Vieira. And Yamal. Yamal. Decent chance! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit. There's the whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Celtic are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are back on the way. Now it's Kimmich. Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Celtic have it back and can go again. Guardiola. And he's in on goal. It's Van Basten! Cleared without hesitation. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Guardiola. Guardiola! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Guardiola is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Van Basten. Oh, this is a terrific... It's Van Basten! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Chips it through. And he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Celtic have their second corner now. They've played it short. And here's Gullit. And now they can spring out of defence. Here's Beckenbauer. No outsmarting him this time. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude.
Right card! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rijkaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Celtic.
Number 3 coming up.
Gullit. Coming on the field is
It's
number
gone all the way
15,
through to the keeper.
Bellingham. Substitution
Celtic
taking place.
are looking to go forward now. And it's Azar. Threads one in. Thinks of it.
And a chance!
And the keeper couldn't hold it.
It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Number 20, Yamal.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Number 19.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Celtic have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Deftly away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Doué. Celtic finding their passes. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Pele! Now he's got space here.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. Celtic have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Substitution for Celtic. Number
Celtic
10,
have their third corner.
Coming on the field is number 24, Beckham. Substitution in progress.
And it's been taken short. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Celtic really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Beckham, looking to play him in. Dunk spots it and intercepts. Now it's Azar. He's found a way through. Azar hangs one in, and that has been cleared. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted. Into the last 5 minutes. Pele, and this is Pele!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Time.
Celtic take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Neymar. Oh, Red, nice interception. The ball is bounced loose now.
And there goes the final whistle.
Celtic can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A true... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Celtic Glasgow.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
So it's away we go then.
Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Tries to... Gets his head on it!
Harmlessly behind.
Rijkaard. And it's Reinders. It's a good spell of possession, this. Nicely intercepted. Bullet. Doué. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Yamal. Yamal's cross. And the finish! Oh, off the bar! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Cafu. Celtic
They're applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. He's got away. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a very... It's Neymar! It's bounced back off the post. And that has been clubbed away. He's had it taken off him. Pele played into space. Nicely worked. Pele is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
So it is still 0-0. And it's Doué. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Pull it. Oh, this is a great position. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Doué. Celtic looking to pass. Pull it! That was superb goalkeeping.
Pullet is offering a right smile there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hullet plays it short, and here's Hullet. And he's quick to get it clear again. Yamal. He's gone for goal!
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Neymar. Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Good ball over the top. Donnarumma gets it away. And that's been won straight back. And it's Hullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Pele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Hullet with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Searching pass he's played there. Well, that's well seen too. Can he get it through? Neymar. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Ibrahimovic, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. And he's there to make the challenge. Ibrahimovic. And Yamal. Ibrahimovic. Reinders looking to run onto it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's the chance to counter.
That
Neymar.
was lovely, that.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vieira powering forward here. A heavy challenge. Reinders. And it's Reinders.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 8. À sa place,
Here we go again then.
le numéro 15.
Celtic are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Chips it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away.
Cafu.
Pull it. That's Vieira. And it's Ibrahimovic. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Vieira. Quality ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Doué. Vieira. Saliba. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Celtic have their third corner. That has been knocked clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Hullet. Ibrahimovic! And it's hoisted clear. A probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's gone looking for safety. Now, can they get him away? Goes for a shot! Now, that is commitment to the cause. Koeman goes short. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. And he's had it nicked away. And he's forced to go back. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pull it. Now Saliba. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pull it. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Yamal. Out for a throw.
Changement.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Celtic perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Saliba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Celtic desperately searching for the winner here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries from a long way out. Now it's Hullet. Dink through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vieira. And it's Beckham. And the pass is intercepted. Now he's got space here. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's that, the end. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Gullit plays it short. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's running through. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Has a look and plays it forward. Yeah. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Pelé. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the ball's gone astray. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. But that has not gone well. Beckham. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gullit. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. Played out towards the right wing, and it's Gullit. It's a pretty loose pass. Chance here to counter. Suarez goes steaming forward. Beckham. Stoich. Header! In he goes again. It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Celtic are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Doué goes on a charge down the left. Good ball over the top. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Taken back almost at once. Doué. Pelé. De Bruyne. And it's Stoichkov. De Bruyne. Goes down, but nothing given. And here's the chance to counter. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Out of play for a goal kick.
Yamal. Cafu. And he skips past his man. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cafu cuts out the pass.
Celtic certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Ibrahimovic.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Vieira.
De Bruyne.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ibrahimovic. Doué. Looking to play him in. Doué in acres of space out wide.
De Bruyne.
No way through. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ball's gone out of play. Celtic looking to pass their way through.
De Bruyne.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's through here. Beckenbauer gets into a good position. Oh no, what has happened here? That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice physical challenge. Knocks it into space. Saliba goes direct.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Doué. Pele. Beckenbauer.
De Bruyne.
Beckenbauer. He's found a way through. Great chance!
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Oh, delightful ball. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Out for a throw. Tries to play it through. Vieira.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Doué, and he's managed to get... He's having a shot! That's going to go a long way. Beckham, now it's Luis Suarez. That's a shade optimistic. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Stoichkov powering forward here. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Beckham. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that's well seen too. Over to the left. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch on to this? Pelé. Can he get on the end of this? Doué. He has found the way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Celtic truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Caresses it through, and he was alert to it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And this is Ibrahimovic. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Well, this looks
9,
promising in terms of
Luis Suárez.
distance and angle.
El dorsal 14.
Great chance here to level it
Serán
up.
sustituidos por el dorsal
No way through.
14.
He's having a
El
go.
dorsal
It's
7.
loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Shifted it to the flank. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. No foul, says the referee. Not the most accurate pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Wait, what does that mean?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Será reemplazado
And
por
now as good a time
el
as any to
dorsal
pull
3.
level.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And here's Mbappe. Now the cross. He rises! Off the post! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away.
3 minutos de descuento.
Beckenbauer. And the number on the board is 3. Rodri. And it's De Bruyne. And this is Pizarro. Rui Costa. Mbappe. Mbappe. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
El dorsal 22 será sustituido por el dorsal 10.
Costa Curta. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.